Hello everybody, today we're playing as the engineer and talking about the Pomson. I know guys, the Pomson, a weapon that is very unused. So I do vote no to this nucleus map because I have not played King of the Hill Kong King in an extremely long time guys, and I'm not lying, it's actually a very long time. So you see me building sentries. As an engineer, I like to play a bit offensive, and I know that's actually pretty bad because the engineer is actually put in the sort of defensive zone, but yeah. And as you can see, this weapon has a very huge hitbox. So that's one thing to note about this weapon. And also the fact that you can, like, it does not require ammo. So it's like the cow mangler for soldier. So pretty much using the same sort of concept there. And also the fact that projectiles cannot be deflected. So I am reading this off the wiki thing. So you know, I'm not obviously I'm reading it word for word. But yeah, and also on hit. This is where it actually gets quite interesting, guys. I don't know how Valve sort of thought of this. I do kill this scout. We got him in the head, but on hit, victim will lose 10% of their medigun charge. Now that's a pretty big sort of advantage to your team if you can actually pull that off. Because the fact that if they're about to pop Uber, and if you're using this in competitive, I never see people using competitive. I play Highlander, and I asked my teammate, which is an engineer, why don't you use this? He just said no, and I sort of knew why, because as you can see there, you just heard that noise like I don't know how to exactly say it. On hit, victim loses 20% cloak. So for the spy, it is very, very harmful to the spy, because for one, if you've got the dead ringer guys and you're trying to sort of obviously get hit with it and then walk past everyone, if someone just spraying with this thing, because it says it has such a large hitbox, it can drain your sort of cloak meter, and then you'll uncloak in front of everyone and die. So that's also something to remember when you see an engineer using this. If you see an engineer using this, just hide, because I mean, it on any cloak, whether it's the Invis Watch, the cloak and dagger, dead ringer, like I just said, it will pretty much destroy your whole cloak sort of ability with the spy. So yeah, and for the medigun, let's go back to the medigun guys. It is very, very dog to use this, because for the medic, he spent all that time building it up. He goes to pop Uber, he can't do that because you just used to taken 10% off his Uber, and that's a big advantage for your medic, because you can counter Uber. Like, sorry, you can pop the Uber, and they will not be able to counter Uber because they'll need to build up another 10%. So in competitive, that's actually a big thing, because your medics, you often know, like, sort of like the spies will sort of check what the medic has, what he's running and all that, so you guys can counter it. That's sort of a big like I said, a big whoop, because you can't really do much about that. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, going on about why I never use it is because a weapon that can actually unbalance the game. I mean, what I mean by unbalanced is, guys, I know you guys are saying, OwNaGe, what are you talking about? TF2 is actually a very balanced game, and yes, I do agree with that, because the community makes it balanced and they don't really want to use it. As you can see, that he could not cloak even if his life depended on it because of that noise. Okay, and I think I don't use it because it's rotted in my backpack pretty much, because I don't want to ruin people's fun, if you know what I mean. Like, if someone wants to, if someone's a really good spy, I mean, if you're a good spy, obviously you can maybe sort of dodge it, but yeah, if like in competitive you use it, guys, what I'm trying to say is, if someone like at halftime or something says stop using that weapon, it's making it really unfair for us, obviously I don't want to make people feel like that, because then I'll have like a big troll face like, ah, you got trolled, that sort of thing. But yeah, and if you try to pair this up with the gunslinger mini sentry, that's taking it to another level, because you can run at people and take their Uber, their cloak, putting the mini sentry on the playing field, guys, as well. And you do not need ammo, so you can just use your ammo for your metal for the mini sentry, which is only 100. So that's actually very, very dangerous to use this, in my opinion. And in few cases, you ain't see me. I don't think you see me use it in this, but like you can just be spamming in a general direction, and you can maybe hear that or whatever it's trying to do. Like, see this, he couldn't do anything. He could not. I mean, like, I feel sorry for that guy. He couldn't do anything. Like, I've killed him about 4 times now, so obviously I feel bad about that. But yeah, going back to the mini sentry topic, like I said, you can't. Mini sentry and this weapon is actually very, very OP in my opinion, guys. This is my opinion. No, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that you guys would agree with me, because you do not see, like I said, you do not see anyone using this as an engineer, and that is probably the fact why. So yeah, guys, and going back to what I was trying to say about spamming in a general direction is, you could just, like, let's say a medic was trying to hide behind a few people. It can actually penetrate, like, go through people and hit the medic. So you can be like, oh, you can be a fat guy and say, I've got all this health, I'm going to be saving my medic. Well, he's healing me because I will not die. But the medic will be like, no, because he's using the Pomson and I'm going to die because it's going to go through you and hit me and I'm going to lose the Uber. So that's actually pretty, I don't know, I don't know what you would call that. Is it dog? Is it, I don't know, because also a crit one of these is very dangerous because it's very strong in my opinion. And like I said, as an engineer, I don't want to be hanging back, so I try not to use the Pomson, which, I mean, I never use the Pomson actually. It's like I said, it was being rotting away in my backpack. I never use it, but if I, like, my usually primary weapon for the engineer would be the Rescue Ranger or Frontier Justice, just because I can just run out into the battle with the crits, or save my sentry when it's in need, because you can just shoot the sort of bolts at it and it'll heal it from a distance. So as this video comes to a close, guys, we do cap it. It came down to the very end of the rope. As you can see here, we're capping two people on the point. I really do hope you guys enjoy this one, and take care, everyone.